Okay, we'll get started with our press conference. We're joined on the dais by Tulane head coach Lisa Stockton and student athletes Colby Morgan and Harlan Wyatt. Coach, if you just want to make an opening statement, and then we'll take questions.
It was a fun game for us today because I felt like our team really played hard. I thought we played with a lot of energy. We really challenged our team to really start on the defensive end and then build the offense from there. We did a tremendous job with that. So it was good to see our team kind of come out with a little spark, and I really enjoyed coaching them today.
Questions?
Colby, you broke 2,200 points. My friend over here tells me it makes you the leading scorer in AAC history and fifth now on the active list. And you did it in the first half.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Congratulations.
You were acting like you didn't know. Nobody told you
I'm
this
the
stuff
last to
beforehand?
know
We're together on that. We're always last.
Yeah. You only need 41 tomorrow to be the leading
that's
scorer
easy.
in Tulane
That's easy.
history, so no problem.
That's
right?
doable, definitely.
But you didn't miss much today. What were you feeling? Tell us a little bit about the game.
I was really just trying to break down their offense, their zone, and my teammates did a good job of finding that open three at the top of the key. So I hit a few of those, and then that got me going. You know, then our defense really helped contribute to a lot of our fast break points, and I definitely had some of those too.
You know, one thing I'm just going to add to Colby, you know, she shot so incredibly well today, but she had 8 assists. I mean, that's an incredible day. I mean, you know, just how many points she was responsible for. So that was just a really incredible performance.
Thanks, Coach.
Tulane and Memphis has a pretty incredible history. What does this game really mean to you? You know, not only just in the tournament, but also in the regular season.
Well, we do go way back, you know, in the league for a long time in Conference USA and all of those. You know, for us, this game was important. You know, I thought Memphis did a great job when we went to their place. They had 5 players that day, and they did a tremendous job, and we didn't feel like we played very well at all. We were really upset with our performance. So, you know, what this meant today is that, you know, we challenged our team, and they stepped up, and I thought that was really, really important for us. And so that was special. And, you know, as much as we have a rivalry, I guess Memphis is one of those just because regionally it's kind of right there. So it's always good to get that win.
Coach and players, those of you who were there, the last time you went to the quarterfinals, it was a win over Memphis. Kind of again, you know, is this, especially for you, Kobe, does this bring back some memories? And, you know.
It actually did go like this not last year, but the year before that. We played Memphis, and then we played UConn in the same jersey, so we were blue again. So, yes, it does bring back memories, but, you know, somebody was telling me that this is the 10th time I'm going to be playing them. And at this point, you know, you kind of know what they do, you know what they're capable of, and you have nothing to lose, so you just have to go out there and play.
Yeah, we're one of those teams in 4 years we're the lucky ones to play UConn 10 times. I'm not sure that's I'm not sure about that. That's tough.
Colby, can you run me through the emotions? You come here knowing you need to win to play another game with that jersey on. Can you run me through what that's like leading into this tournament? Is it put more weight on your shoulder, or how do you describe it?
I really try not to think about it too much, so I haven't really thought about it too much that tomorrow could be my last game or not, but I just want to focus on the positives and how I want to finish out, really.
Have you guys given it any thought that with a win today, you'd move on to play UConn? And has that carried any weight?
Have we given it any thought? Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, you take each game as, I mean, obviously, you're competitors, and so you want to come here and win the game, and then, you know, then you got to worry about the other later. Right. But, you know, I definitely don't believe that the way our team played today, it's not that UConn waiting in the wings was any bit of a negative for the game today. I think that we really wanted to go out and prove something today. Y'all have any?
For the players, what did Coach talk to you about today prior to the game, you know, in game planning, that what it would take to beat Memphis after, you know, losing to them like 3 weeks ago?
Well, the first time we played them, we knew that we shouldn't have lost. So Coach Stockton just put that in our heads that we needed to get paid back. And it starts off on the defensive end first, and that's what gets our offense starting. And I think that we did that today.
Colby?
Yes, to piggyback off of that, defense was our main priority today, and stopping their key players. Even though they did have a good night today offensively, we kind of suffocated their post players a little bit early in the game, and that kind of helped us.
I did tell Colby I want another game with her. All right, she needed to do that. I want one more game with her at least.
For Colby and Coach, how do you approach a game like tomorrow's game? I mean, just coming off a win today, what do you have to do, basically,
To be prepared for tomorrow? Well, I think one thing that's good is that we have played them before. Not that that makes it any easier, but it definitely emotionally and mentally help you going into the game, that you kind of know what you can do and what you can't do. You learn from that experience. When we got in the league with UConn, I really thought that it was a great way to play a great program like that and have our players understand what it takes to play at that level. Each time you play them, I think you take something out of the game. So that's what we've got to do. And we got to challenge. We've got to set some goals and challenge ourselves to, to do some things a little better than we did last time and a little better than we did the time before that. But we'll be ready to go. And I think the team is excited to play again. And this is a great tournament environment. I want us to enjoy that. So many tournaments you go and there's nobody in the stands. So we get that experience, and I'm really happy that they're going to have some of that.
I just looked to check. It seemed to me as though your team was running the offense well today, and 22 assists on 31 buckets is not a bad.
Right.
Can you do it 2 days in a row?
I don't know. You have to ask them. We're good when we have a lot of assists, and that's just been the magic number for us. And that's probably not anything, too intelligent to say that, because I think that we share the ball more and we do some things. Even though Colby had a lot of points, I mean, she had a lot of assists. So I think if we play relaxed and play hard, we got a chance to do some things tomorrow. It's just a matter if our team's ready to step up to the challenge. We know how daunting it is to play UConn. So, it's just a matter of maybe trying to put the energy and the effort. I thought we communicated really well. All those little things. The thing UConn does to you is they go on runs and they take the wind out of your sails. And for us, we've just got to make sure that when they go on runs, we're ready to just hang in there. And hopefully if we play as hard as we do today, that can happen.
Any other questions? Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Players, congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll get started. We're joined on the dais by Memphis head coach Melissa McFerrin and student athletes Bria Elmore and Cheyenne Creighton. Coach, if you just want to make an opening statement, and then we'll take questions.
First of all, I'd like to congratulate Tulane. I thought they played incredibly well today, shot the ball incredibly well. Lisa Stockton, as we all know, is a very, very talented basketball coach, and I thought she had a really good game plan against us. I thought we were playing really well. A little bit of foul trouble and a few turnovers, I think, was really the difference, the 10-point difference in the first half. And then really after that, we needed them to miss some shots. We needed the ball to come off the rim and end up in our hands, and they just shot the ball too well. But they did a nice job of trapping and scrambling us a little bit. We had a difficult time running offense, but I'm proud of our players. I didn't think there was not a minute of that game where we didn't give it our best effort. I think the numbers and the rotation, I mean, at times we had 3 post players on the floor trying to break pressure. So I'm proud of our kids. I'm proud of what they've accomplished this year. It certainly was not the year we anticipated when we started the season. But as I've said many times this week, God had other plans for us. So we went with what we had, and I'm proud of the body of work that our kids put together, particularly late.
Questions?
Hey, Coach, this is for you and your players. You can all feel free to elaborate on this. Obviously, you face a lot of adversity this year with injuries, whatnot, having low numbers. How has your team responded to that? And you kind of already answered the opening statement, but are you proud of the way that your team has responded?
I'll let them go first, and I'll back clean up. How's that?
With that, I mean, playing with 5 or 6 people, it kind of just became something that we knew we had to do. I guess it was our new normal. And so, I don't know, I think we feel, I feel like we started looking at it as it like, you know, this is just what we have to do. And so, I mean, I'll never forget my senior year, just knowing that we played with 5 or 6 people for most of it and fought hard for every single game we did that.
To piggyback off of Shy, I would say, you know, we fought hard. You know, we would walk into the gym knowing we had to play with 5, and we'd be in the locker room laughing and talking because we could just know it was just a regular day for us. And I think we built some tremendous chemistry, you know, playing with 5 or 6 people, and I'll never forget it, you know, because it was a team full of dogs, and we wanted it today.
I think early in the season, we had very high goals for this season, and we thought we had the talent to back up those goals and achieve those goals. I think early on with the injuries, I think it really got to us. I think we were disappointed, and I think we were, I don't want to use the word distraught, but I think sometimes we didn't know how we were going to manage our way out of it. But as we went through the season, even through, once we got into the conference season and got a couple players back, I thought we got rejuvenated. And then even through the long slide that we had the middle part of our conference season, if you look at the games, if you look at the scores, we were in the game until late at East Carolina. We were in some of the games until the very last 3 or 4 minutes of the game, but we just simply couldn't pull it out. So I think that's where we really just had a mindset that we were going to fight through it, and we were going to give it our best effort regardless. Also, as we went through the part of the season, it didn't show itself today, but I think our 2 freshmen got a lot better, and I think that helped us the latter stages because they had a season of development.
Coach, maybe talk a little bit about the performance of Colby Morgan and how hard it was to guard her tonight.
Yeah. We had a goal for her only to get 12 shots, and she only got 12. The problem is she hit 10. 4 from the 3-point line. We felt like we had to switch defenses. So we were going back and forth with different defenses. She got loose a few times and got wide open looks at threes. And then Colby Morgan's a player. She's a competitor. She wants the ball in her hands. I think when they moved her to the point guard, I think she became even more aggressive. She's a wonderful passer, and I think that gave her an opportunity to handle the ball even more and really get her teammates involved. But scoring 27 tonight on 12 shots, that is phenomenal in terms of her efficiency.
Okay.
All right. Cheyenne and Bria, obviously this season wasn't exactly what you planned with injuries and things like that, but just talk about some of the takeaways for you just just kind of talk about that. Like, what helped you grow this season?
I would say for me, just knowing that I had to step up and play harder, lead the team. Today I kept telling the team after like a turnover or a mistake, stay together, stick together. And that's just one thing I'll take away from it is, when you face adversity, you have to pick yourself up and pick your team up. And, just try to bring them along with you, So that's one thing I'll take away from it.
I would say for me, it definitely, I saw my leadership grow over the course of the season. I was more like the quiet player, like lead by example. But as we had fewer players and a lot of them were young or new, I had to, be more vocal. And so I definitely feel like I was able to take that away. And then, like Elmo said, just stepping up and knowing what I had to do every game.
Any other questions?
And I asked Tulane the same thing, but Memphis Tulane's is a significant history again. Just kind of how do you view this game? Do you look forward to it every year? I mean, it's very, very rich history here.
I think, I'll say this openly, I was so disappointed we only played Tulane once this year. To me, that is one of those natural rivalry games, both in proximity and just our history of, being in the same conference forever. I think that's one of those, like in football, that you never don't schedule Michigan and Ohio State. I don't think Memphis and Tulane should ever not play 2 games. So I'm just going to say that out loud because I just think that's the way it should be. It's been a great rivalry. I remember way back when I was at Minnesota in the NCAA tournament playing against Lisa Stockton's team and just being so impressed with the type of coach that she was and how she leads her team. And it's, last year we had their number a little bit. I think we got them twice last year. We got them earlier this year. There's something that we talked about that they were going to be very emotional this game because that was the game we had 5 players, didn't have a sub, and they were not going to forget that. And so I think it's a very healthy rivalry, and some rivalries are bitter rivalries and have ugly feelings to them. This one doesn't. This is just a great rivalry of great respect amongst 2 different programs. And so I like it. We need to play them twice every year. I know you're not in charge of that, but just in case you have any pull. Neither am I, clearly.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you all.
Thank you.